It's been a while.
Hello!
To the point, it's been a long enough while that I'm pronouncing it while.
A while.
A while.
Not a while.
Wheat
a while. Cool Whip.
Cool Whip, that's what it was. Wheat Thins was the commercial.
Cool. Now say whip. Whip.
While.
Cool.
Anyway, hi. How to practice us? Never.
So, Camp.
Camp. This is episode 7, and at the time we're recording this, episode 12 was just released. So
we're a
we're
little behind.
And somehow still spoiler free? Holy shit. Y'all are good at this. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being good about this. Thank you for not
Thank you for being courteous.
Yelling into the void in our comments. I turned the notifications back on, so now I get all the comments in my email. So, excuse me. Thank you for not yelling into the void, into the comments, my email, the channel, and wherever else voids can be found. Everywhere.
Like in my heart.
Ooh.
Oh. Snap.
You need to go to the hospital for that.
Self-5. Or self-zing or self-burn. I don't know. Anyway, I'm really excited for this one. Look at that thumbnail.
Yeah. Preston Goodplay's Goodplay, and that is some kabuki makeup? Which worries me? That's Preston.
Did you ever see the horror musical Stage Fright? The answer to that question is no, because it's bad.
No, but I have seen Throne of Blood.
I've not seen Throne of Blood.
It is Macbeth retold as a Japanese, I don't know if it's kabuki, because I don't remember the style exactly, but it's an old Japanese movie, and it's the story of Macbeth, but it's like old style Japanese, and it's bonkers.
Awesome!
It's bonkers. It's also, I think it's also in black and white.
Well, Stage Fright is a horror musical about kids at a musical theater camp putting on basically that world's equivalent of Phantom of the Opera, but because the director's insane, he turns it into this weird kabuki thing.
Isn't the director like a pretentious college student or some bullshit?
Yeah. And also, the movie's just bad, the songs are bad, the jokes aren't really funny, and the kills are meh. Like,
Had it been made by someone who actually cared about musical theater as a genre, might have been good. But this was the hallmarks of someone who knows more about horror than musical theater and didn't have the love.
See, I don't even know if that's true.
No?
Because the horror that's there isn't all, like the slasher components.
Oh, that's true.
Aren't really all that there either. I've never seen something that has so many pieces that individually I love that when smooshed together just didn't work. And it's not that they couldn't work, they absolutely could, but it's like the person threw away a recipe and was like, whatever, I know how to make this without actually actually looking at the portions and the timing for everything. And so when you pull it out of the oven, it's just this giant mess.
It's like, this could be a good sandwich, but it's 80% mustard. I think your proportions are wrong. It's literally mustard soup with a sandwich crouton in the middle. What the fuck are you doing?
Something went terribly
just a bowl of mustard.
Anyway, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent about Stage Fright. We should probably go ahead and get to this.
We probably should. Have you guys had cookies recently? You totally should. As always, we are sponsored by Fred's BS, Bread and Spreads by Fred, which is a place where you can get your cookies. It is LA based, it's good stuff, it's cookies, it's jam, it's brownies, I think he started doing pie locally, like officially. I think that went up on the Instagram. Yeah. So, obtain your sweet things. They make good camp snacks. They make good back to school snacks, because I'm sure we all want to think about that right now.
Well, I prefer to think of it as we're rolling into fall. You know, that stuff goes really good with pumpkin spice lattes when we get to it.
Spiced cookie. Yeah.
So
nice. Everything is fresh, never frozen. Everything is made in small batches for those wonderful flavors. All of those flavors are unique. You cannot find them in stores. Seriously, I cannot find raspberry peach jam anywhere else because that shit is amazing. And of course, if you are LA local, you can do pickup instead of delivery and get your goods even sooner. And for me, that has occasionally meant cookies fresh out of the oven because it's amazing. So, FredsBS. Head to fredsbs.com, fredsbs.com, and use coupon code Kia Cookies for 20% off your entire order. Do the thing, order snacks, treat yourself. It's some good shit. You deserve it.
Cookies for you, brownies for me, jam for you jam buds.
And more cookies.
Yes.
Just more cookies.
All right, let's do the thing. Let's do the
Yes. Season 4. What day is it?
thing. Did you hop into the future then?
Maybe.
You're good. You're
I'm
good.
so used to coming back from season 17. Like, yeah, all right. Season 4, episode 7. Preston Goodplay's Goodplay. I have concerns. All right.
Let's do this.
Click.
I'm so excited.
And I just can't hide it. Sweaty names.
Juggle, juggalos.
Harrison.
Those sports pins? Shouldn't you be instructing us?
What's there to instruct about juggling? Throw ball up, catch ball, repeat sequence.
She's not wrong.
Eureka! I knew adding the
Aw,
juggling
baby.
proficiency would pay off eventually.
Oh, baby.
Dr. D,
Ah!
take a part of this. Juggling is for common court jesters.
Ah, the wholesome art of ball tossing, or as the French call it, le jonglerie.
David said John, and that's almost dog, which is a comedic word.
How do you know French, David?
Why does
Oh, it's
he
a
have
long and boring
chainsaws?
story. You wouldn't be interested.
You're probably right.
A long time ago, before nature nestled me against her warm bosom, I attended a clown school in Paris.
I didn't know that.
'Twas a different time, what I now refer to as the dark years.
Can you juggle or what?
Let's just say back in my day, I could handle 6 balls. Does that answer your question?
It literally does.
Toss them balls, David!
I'm a little rusty, but who cares? Camp is and always has been a judgment-free zone after all.
Oh, honey. So yes, but also trauma.
What did those clowns do to him?
I'm a big dumb wacky counselor, and I'm juggling in whoops. There go my balls.
That's too good, Preston. Do it again.
My balls go ground down.
This is a performance
He's
of
smiling.
Aw.
Bravo! Encore!
We want more! We want more!
Oh no.
Oh, boy. Oh, dear.
Oh,
Oh,
baby.
buddy.
Oh, sweetie, no.
Oh.
At least David was in good spirits about it.
Yeah.
I think he appreciates anything that makes the kids smile.
I just I want subtitles for the French there because I did not quite pick up on all of that, but trauma. A clown school in France.
It is the home of mimes, I believe.
You know we know a mime, right?
I don't remember who it is. I knew we knew a mime, but I don't remember who.
I'm pretty sure it's Sarah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hello, Preston is talking now. Consider this a cordial invitation.
That's how I'm gonna introduce myself. Hello, Katie's talking now.
Is it about what I think it's about?
No spoilers, but let's just say you'll fall in love with it immediately. All right, I think I'm picking up what you're laying down. It's a bit of a personal departure.
There's pancakes and mashed potatoes.
Well,
Does
Ooh.
it focus on a recent stroke of genius you may have had?
And does it involve that aforementioned stroke of genius continuously tossing a number of objects into the air only to hilariously fail at their attempts at entertainment?
Harrison.
huh?
Harrison.
Anyway, tonight, Hurricane Preston devastates Camp Campbell with gale force winds of brilliance!
And that's how I'm moving. Oh god, the kabuki maker.
I'm fine. Just doing breathing exercises. Essential to a stage actor's toolkit.
Kinda seems like you're hyperventilating.
Oh yeah, Quinn? Does it? Does it seem like I'm hyperventilating?
Oh, baby.
Yes.
And I really hope he does that wacky camp counselor guy again.
My favorite part is when the balls hit him in the head.
I like when I laugh and the inner hatred is silent for a fleeting moment.
Oh.
Oh. Oh god, oh no.
Gravity. What is it? We feel gravity, but does gravity feel back?
Tell the camp guy! Never mental masturbation. We came to laugh.
Gravity pushes. Gravity pulls.
Balls, 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 balls.
Ah, but gravity's done.
Well, I may as well give them what they want.
Picking up the balls. Derpy, derpy, derp, blurp. Whoopsie doodles. Now my balls go ground down.
He dropped the balls. Ah, this character is such a con.
Common court jester, huh? Mind camp. Oh.
Bravo! Bravo!
He's got that it factor. Always knew he'd do big things.
Real life, LOL.
Did I leave the microwave on? Another fantastic show. They love you. So what are you so glum about? I'll tell you what I'm so glum about. Dribble.
Love it.
Dribble. It's a success. Of course it
Oh,
is.
I love it. I love it.
Door-sucking mindless opiate from the teat of their foolish master. I do not. But this is the most popular we've ever been. Yes, but at what cost? The cost of fame. It's bigger than you, or me, or even us. Broad art is beneath us. We strive to stand among artistic legends like Godard or McGee. Oh, you're just jealous. Jealous? Yes. You never
He
been
wasn't
spoiled.
moving.
Yeah.
Go away. You go away and never come back.
Okie dokie, mind fucked. Just wanted to drop these off and say, Ubakusho.
Get out! You're a hack, Preston. I am not. I must give the people what they want.
Oh. So concerned by all of this.
We thought we could help.
Get a glimpse into your process.
I'm okay. You're already here, so on a cold, gloomy June day.
No,
That
that's
was
great. Don't get me wrong.
great,
I
just
just
that
wonder if
skirt.
Wacky Counselor couldn't be even wackier this time around.
Hey, look at me! I'm juggling these.
Yeah, it's not working for me. Very fun, but that's not really Wacky Camp Counselor's voice. Not how I imagine it anyway.
Oh
Sounds like a
no.
compliment sandwich.
Okay, maybe we wait until the end for feedback.
Of course. Action!
Cut! Look, as an audience member, I need to care about Wacky Camp Counselor if I'm gonna care about those balls hitting him on the head.
I sort of see WCC as more of a misunderstood intellectual type. Get this read. In my headcanon, Wacky Camp Counselor was born on the wings of a giant eagle.
Aesthetically speaking, I
Oh,
think
those poor writers. This took a turn I wasn't expecting. Can relate though. For sure.
What is this? Your future, Preston. No, my future is on Broadway or in the dazzling world of audiobooks. Soon to be the king of lowbrow memes. No, no! I challenge people's head brains. The uterus of time has a way of changing a person, but not you.
The king of lowbrow memes.
I am you, and you are me. We're sellouts, nothing more.
Gee!
He's awake.
What? Oh, where am I?
in my infirmary. You fainted.
Gave us quite a fright.
You big urine in your pants. You're all here.
Of course we're here, Preston. We were worried sick.
This is a
Worried
dream.
that we wouldn't get another chance to see a new Wacky Camp Counselor.
This is no
there it
longer a
is.
dream.
Yeah, pal. We really need to talk about your output capacity.
Do you think we could get a quick one before the morphine kicks in?
Oh, ew!
Why did he have a catheter? He was asleep for 10 minutes.
Who drew that asset? Oh.
Oh, happy dagger! This is
That's
my
cardboard.
Heidi ho, Preston. Look at us. Just a regular old pair of thinky thinks.
Yes, I too came here to think.
Oh, you go first.
It's
Oh.
just famous a fickle mistress.
Oh, tell me about it. I was voted le plus susceptible des jongleurs avec cette balèze at clown school.
I'm just going through the motions now, trying to appease my
Miles?
audience. Irrelevant. And for what?
Look, I know all you campers think I have this impenetrable, tough guy exterior, but underneath, you just have to do the thing that makes you happy. Nature called me, and I answered. What's calling you?
Aww.
But what about what the audience wants?
The audience will respond to your passion. It's your art, not theirs. Explore the character. Tell a story worth telling.
You're right. I have to follow my art heart.
Not exact phrasing, but yes.
Oh, David, I'm sorry about basing my wacky camp counselor character on you.
On me? Well, I never realized that. I'm honored.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, David.
No, he's gonna
Wacky
cut.
camp counselor guy. Me.
He's a good counselor.
He is. A little out of it, but he's David.
Not
Bunk up another bongo. 1985. They say it's the city that never sleeps. Yeah. More like it's got insomnia. No, who can help me with my voice? Can you, sir? Could you help me?
Okay, but confetti cannons.
Aw, kind of saw that coming.
Character ran its course.
Aw.
Great show. My favorite part was the 4-hour runtime. No more talk. Only dream.
Thanks for the advice, David.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No. You taught me there's no point in making art if it's not something that I myself would enjoy. Plus, any reaction, positive or negative, is still a reaction.
Uh-huh.
Tomato stew ain't gonna make itself.
Ugh!
There's no business like show business. I kill shows and leave.
No, seriously. Sometimes you really have to cultivate the voice that says, fuck everyone else, I do what I want.
Yeah.
It's not always an applicable voice in every situation, and the art is knowing when to apply it. But yeah, we had this a couple episodes ago. Do not base your self-esteem on the opinions of others.
Yeah.
Similar idea,
Yeah.
just with more of an artistic bent. But sometimes you just gotta go, doesn't matter what the audience wants. I know what I'm doing. I say this to my audience.
Well, and
And we've had, like, the you should do this, you should do this, you should try that, why aren't you doing this? We had it a lot more from people asking about AfterBuzz shows.
yeah.
And it's people who have ideas about things who maybe don't understand the ins and outs of production. And there's nothing wrong with, hey, I have an idea, but there is a lot wrong with, I know more than you do about this thing that you're doing.
Yeah. You're that's not quite the character's voice. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
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 Will and
Not
I,
that I'm accusing any of you guys of that. It's just the sort of experiences we've had, and
Well, Will and I had a conversation a couple months ago, where we talked about whether or not creators and storytellers owe anything to their audiences, because things are such a two-way street now, and people are so easily accessible because of social media and everything like that. And there's a lot of fan entitlement in a lot of fandoms these days. And so we had this conversation about whether or not creators owe anything to their audiences. And his initial knee-jerk reaction was no, as the only thing you owe them is to do your best to tell the best story that you can. But then we got into some nuances of it, of well, what about this situation? What about this situation? Art for art's sake, though, absolutely. Just follow your heart. Take constructive criticism, which is fine, but at the end of the day, you have to just do what makes you happy. Otherwise, you'll never make anything at all.
Well, and I think it was actually a tweet that said, never take criticism from someone you wouldn't go to for advice.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was an actual quote somewhere, but I saw it on Twitter, so I'm afraid I can't source it off the top of my head. But yeah, it's that sort of thing. Like, I will go to my peers. I won't go to some random on the internet who's like, you should do, like, no. Hi, you're new here. Stop. And 90% of the time, you should do is from someone who's new here. Hi, everyone who's new here. We love you.
But yeah, this was
and
great.
we delete your comments if you're assholes.
This was great. It turned
really
into something
was.
I wasn't expecting, but it was great.
I still definitely had concerns. But yeah, I feel like this season has been particularly strong in terms of, yes, there's a message in each episode, but it's not necessarily...
It's not ham-fisted.
Yeah.
And even...
It's not anvilicious.
I like this one too because the message is clear, but it's also clear that following that advice and following that path is not free of repercussions.
Oh, yeah.
Because Preston followed his heart and he did the right thing, and he did what ultimately made him happy, and everyone hated him for it.
Admittedly, everyone hating Preston for doing what he does is not really a departure from the status quo.
But the other thing about, like, again, being a storyteller or a performer or just any sort of artistic creator is, and this is the wonderful thing about the internet, is sometimes you just have to find your audience.
Hi guys!
There have been a lot of stories going around on Twitter right now about people going through art school who a lot of their teachers or department heads would tell them to quit because they'll never make it, da-da-da-da-da. And now because they didn't give up and because of the internet, their careers have flourished.
Well, and I think a lot of... Again, you get stuff in schooling that is sometimes a little older, mired in a tradition that no longer exists or is no longer salient or isn't like... You know, and I say this as someone who has never been to art school and never will be, so I can't sit here and be like, so this. But yeah, I've seen a lot of those stories too, and so many of them are stop drawing anime. And it's like, points to all of these anime style
Or
cartoons
not.
that are huge right now, like, and other people losing their shit about, oh, it's in Cal art style, like, cool your fucking jet, Skippy. It's an art style, and it's in right now. In another 5 years, it'll shift, and you'll be complaining about something else. There will always be something new for you to
Cal Arts.
I mean, people bitch, but like Gravity Falls is Cal Art style.
Yeah, no, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
The long and
Nothing
short
wrong with having a base style. It depends on just what you do with it.
Yeah, the long and short of it is don't give up, keep going, and do what makes you happy because life is short.
And don't be afraid to ask for advice. Advice is a good thing, even if some people don't seem to understand that. Never assume that you're perfect. You're not perfect. You are good, but you ain't perfect. No one is.
Shall we?
It's a freeing concept. No one is perfect, therefore I don't have to be.
Yeah, and like I said, you just don't be afraid of what other people, you know, kind of like the message from last time. Don't be afraid of what other people are going to think of the things that you produce, because otherwise, yeah, fear of that rejection could prevent you from creating anything at all. And that's no way to live either.
Again, cultivating that fuck other people's opinions voice. You really need that, especially in the age of the internet. It's a vital tool in your toolkit.
Shall we do another?
In another video. I'm not going to double feature this shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Should we do another one?
Yes.
Yay!
In a few minutes. We need to close this one out first.
But I'm sorry, we're just looking at the thumbnail and I want to see what that's about.
Yep. All right. So this has been super fun. Tell us your weird art stories. Everyone's got a weird art story. Everyone's got a weird art story. Everyone wrote that piece of fan fiction or drew that piece of art or was in that play where they were playing a tree and then fell on their face and couldn't get up or like something. Doesn't matter what kind of art it is. Everyone's got that weird art story. I want to hear it. Let's do it. Let's go. I can't think of mine off the top of my head. Every video I do winds up being a weird art story in some capacity. Let's be real. I don't expect you to come up with one off the top of your head either.
I co-write an audio drama called Welcome to Vale. It's very weird and fun.
That is a weird art story.
You should listen to it.
Yeah, my weird art story for that was I certainly didn't read my half of the script when we went to do the live show at RTX last year. I read the first part.
And you're like, I got it.
I didn't realize that my part came back. So for those of you who listen to that and she fucking comes back, that was 100% cold read, stage directions and all. I have no idea how I got through that.
Damn it! Must learn to read!
Oh, the art of bridging. Anyway.
So, I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Menguin. That's TheMenguin. I also do a Lost retrospective podcast called No Love Lost, where my co-host Will Link loves Lost, and I don't. And we talk about it. And we also have a YouTube channel called Silver Screams, where we talk about horror things. Let us know if you want us to talk about stage fright, because it's bad and makes me sad.
And do a horror Q&A for stage fright.
We could do a horror Q&A for stage fright.
Not tonight, but we might.
God, that would
I think
require
our
me
most recent
rewatching
ones
it.
were, oh no, just do one for memory. Say fuck it, let's go. As long as we make it clear that that's what we're doing, it's fine.
I watched this movie 3 years ago, and I'm gonna rant about it now.
No, just watch the musical hell episode. Yeah.
By the way, musical hell is great.
It's
a lot of fun.
That is a recommended YouTube channel. Do the thing. It's a good time. That's basically it. That's
pretty much it.
Pretty much it. Thank you. Pretty much it's fucking hilarious. Also watch them when you're done watching us. Yeah.
And who are you?
We're probably never going to watch musical hell. That's why I was going to say the latest things on Silver Screams were, I think, the It trailer reaction and the Sigma trailer reaction.
Yes, I believe so.
I think those are they. So watch those, they're fun.
Not the... yeah. I don't know. I'd have to look at the
Sigma's
page.
the latest one. Anyway, if you're like, I'm here for your Overwatch content, we have a piece of it on Silver Screams because that Sigma trailer was just this shy of being a horror movie. And also, I'd already seen it and wanted to see her reaction because
hear the universe!
What is that melody? Yes. I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. And thanks to everyone on Patreon, I have finally managed that hardware upgrade. So when I actually manage a schedule, I'm going to start streaming again. Hopefully Warriors of Waterdeep and Overwatch. So if you want to see me be terrible, just follow that. It's super fun. If you like this, if you want to support this, if you enjoy this madness, there is the aforementioned Patreon, which gets you these reactions early. There is a Ko-fi if you just want to throw a couple bucks our way. That helps us buy, snacks for the cat, who missed her cue and hasn't said anything all reaction, but that's okay, she's down there. And other such assorted and sundry things. We do commissions. We do not do requests, we do commissions. And, cookies! Supporting our sponsor supports us, so head over to fredsbs.com, fredsbs.com, and use coupon code KIACookies for 20% off your entire order. All that information is down there, all the links and the clicky and the codes and all that fun stuff, so do that. In the meantime, hit all those YouTube buttons. Keep us out of YouTube algorithm hell, because it is this ever-mutating beast that doesn't actually know what it wants to be and is taking us all with it. So, like, subscribe, ding! Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Fuck me, I am really out of practice with all of this. I said subscribe.
This entire, the second half of this entire episode, I was just thinking to myself, look at your face in the mirror, I am there inside.
We liked the Hobbitses. The Hobbitses are our friends. I don't know.